Welcome back to Global Baptist Bible College Studios. Congratulations on registering. If you've registered correctly, you should have received a welcome email from us with some instructions. You need to know that our primary method of communication with our students will be through email. Now, sometimes our emails go to the student spam or junk folders instead of their inbox. If you don't see your welcome email, check there first, and then consider whitelisting our email addresses so that messages go directly to your inbox. To learn how to do that, simply search online for how to whitelist emails in Gmail or how to whitelist emails in Yahoo or Hotmail or whatever your email provider is. Now, this video tutorial is going to teach you how to use our online learning system. I'll use Chrome browser on my mobile device since that's what most of our students use. However, it will be very similar if you're using a computer or a tablet. However, it may look slightly different, but I think you'll be able to figure it out. So what we're going to do is we're going to open up our web browser, and here I'm using Google Chrome, and we're going to type in our website address gbbc.net. That will take us to our home page, where in the upper right hand corner we can log in with our username or registered email address and password. Now I'm going to use a test account that I just created. So your username or registered email address and your password. And then you log in. Now this is going to take you to what's called your My Account page. If in the registration process you put in a picture of yourself, you will see that here. If not, you can add it here by clicking Edit Profile under your name. This My Account page is it's essentially like a home page on a website. And this is where your main navigation for using our program will be done here through your My Account page. Now, when you're done studying for the day, be sure to log out. You see the log out button there. I'm just going to go ahead and click it to log out. Some students experience problems with our system because they do not log out when they're finished. Instead, the next day they'll open a new browser, go to the site, and log in. When they're done, they will just not log out, but the next day they'll open a new browser window and log in. And they do this every time they log in. Often they're going to have 50 to 100 internet windows open in the background logged into GBBC. And then they wonder, why isn't this quiz opening, or why can't I go to the next lesson? Well, it's because you have too many windows open and logged into GBBC, and the system doesn't know what you've done and what you have not done. And then they email us saying, your system's broken, it doesn't work. No, the system is not broken. You have a device issue. And then we need to take the time to instruct them how to close every browser window, delete their internet cache, and reboot their phone. In fact, let's just go ahead and take the time to do that quickly. Let me demonstrate this for you. So if you experience a problem with the system, I want you to do these first steps here. What I'm about to show you, I want you to do this first before contacting us. And please save us both a lot of time. So the first thing we're going to do here, I want you to see at the top right corner of my screen that you see here, you'll see a box with the number 6 in it. What that means is there are 6 windows open. The one window, internet browser window open that you see here is the active one. That means there's 5 browser windows running in the background. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to close every single window. So go ahead and tap on that number. And for me on my phone, I can either click the X to X out, or I can just swipe to get rid of them. All right, so now I've closed every single browser. Now, step 2, we're going to delete our cache, our browser cache. I'm not going to take the time to explain it, but I'll show you how to do that. See those 3 dots in the top right corner? I'm going to click that. I'm going to tap Settings. I'm going to come down to privacy and security. And then the first one I'm going to do here is delete browsing data. I'm going to change the time here. You see what, I'm not sure what will be on your time that it'll be set to, but you want to tap all time. And you want those first three items, the browsing history, cookies and site data, and cached images and files, you want to be sure that those are checked. Now, depending upon when you watch this video, maybe Google has changed the wording slightly or the appearance, but this is the general way to find this. Then at the bottom, we see here it says delete data. I'm going to tap that. And then I'm just going to confirm it. Now it's deleting all of my browser data. Then what I'm going to do when it's done, as it is now what you do is you restart your device. You turn it off and then you turn it back on. And you log in. 99 times out of 100, you're going to find out that miraculously the system works again. If it doesn't, you follow these steps, contact us and we'll try to walk you through what to do. But please do this first, save us both a lot of time. All right, to be sure that you log out of the browser windows and then you delete your cache and then you restart your device. And so let's go ahead then and log back in again. So we come to gbbc.net. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to log in again with my test account. And password. And I'm going to log in. And I'm back into my account. So let's scroll down and you'll see that the first course listed here is Student Orientation, course number 090, Student Orientation. I'm going to come back to that shortly. But you also will see at the top, you'll see three links. Links to a gradebook, view transcript, and add audit courses. I'm just going to tap audit courses. I'm just going to take the time to explain this real quick. Audit courses are for students who do not want a degree. All they want to do is watch the video lectures and just grow spiritually. Okay, these courses do not have essays, they don't have quizzes or reading assignments. They are not designed, there's no assigned coursework because they don't lead to a degree. It's just there for students that want to grow spiritually. Okay, all these audit courses, as we page down here, you'll see the first one, 100A, Salvation. That letter A stands for audit. And then there's 105A, Personal Evangelism, and 110A, Discipleship, and so forth. Now, Salvation, students, regardless if they want to study for credit or they want to study for just by audit, every student's required to complete student orientation first. And then if you're an audit student, you can then click in the My Account to add audit courses, click that, and then come here to 100 Salvation. And it's not going to let me do it here because I haven't completed the orientation yet. But you see that button that says Enroll Now just underneath 100A Salvation. You would click that button to enroll after you completed student orientation. You have to complete 100A Salvation first. Then for audit students, after that, you can take any course you want. We have a total of 60 courses in our curriculum. You can take a first-year course, second, third-year course. It doesn't matter, but just please remember, audit courses do not lead to a degree. Any audit course that you enroll in is going to show up in your transcript. It's going to show up in your grade book with that letter A, 100A, 105A, 110A. And in your gradebook and transcript, it's going to show 0% for your grade. But note two things. First, that does not count towards your overall grade. Second, the reason it shows 0% is because there's no graded assignments in it. So you can just ignore those if you take any audit courses. Just know they don't affect your overall, your cumulative grade overall. Okay, well, let's return to My Account. You can return to My Account page at any time. We're going to tap My Account page. And you're going to see these other two buttons here, Gradebook and Transcript. Now you can view your Year 1, Year 2 Gradebook, and Year 3 Gradebook. You're going to see the courses here. And after you complete a quiz or you complete the final course, it's going to show up here in the gradebook as well as in the transcript. Let me jump over back to the transcript. I can just click My Account to go back to the main page. Let me click on the View and Print Transcript. And here's the transcript. I have no courses completed here, so it doesn't show any courses. At any time, you can print your transcript by clicking the Print button here. If you are, for example, on a computer that's connected to a printer, you can print directly from here. If you have a PDF app on your phone, you can choose to print to a PDF file, and then you save that file, and then you can print it out, take that over to a friend's computer that has a printer or a print shop. You can print it out at some other time by clicking Print and then choosing to save as a PDF. All right, so let's go back to My Account, and now let's actually look at this first course, the first course of student orientation. You are automatically enrolled in this course upon registration. This is the very first thing that's going to show up. And this course of student orientation only has one lesson, and it lists our policies. So I clicked on it. I'm going to click on it again for the lesson. And here we come into our policies. Now, it's very important to carefully read through these policies and understand them. Please do so, because violating any of these policies may cause your account to be deleted by the administration. So let's just go ahead and highlight some of these policies. We're not going to do a thorough job here. This is your responsibility to read through this carefully and understand what each of these mean so you don't inadvertently violate our policies and have your account deleted. Okay, so as we look at this, we see here, first of all, we see our course communication policy. I already told you that we earlier that we communicate through email. Here are some steps on how to whitelist our two email addresses of admin@gbbc.net and also globalbaptistbiblecollege@gmail.com. And again, you can search online how to do that. Item 2 is our curriculum and degree policy. We have a 3-year program here. Diligent students can finish in about 1.5 years. And when a student successfully completes, they will receive a Bachelor of Arts in Biblical Studies degree. This degree is approved by Fargo Baptist Church and Masters Baptist College, both of which are ministries of Fargo Baptist Church. And then we see student eligibility here. Both male and female genders are welcome to study at Global, and there's some more information on eligibility there. And then we come to our accreditation policy, and then item 5 is the path that students can take, the credit path or the audit path. I mentioned that already, but again, you'll have to read through these carefully to make sure that you understand. And then students, here in item number 6, students can request links to download the audio video lectures so that they can watch them offline and then go online just to take quizzes. And so there's some required information that we need before we will send you a link to download those lessons. And then we have our course materials policy, item 7. Please know that if not all instructors give notes, okay, if you don't see any notes in the course, it means the instructor has not given notes for that course. Okay, I can't tell you how many times a day I gotta tell people that, well, lessons 14 through 19 is missing the notes. Where are they? And I tell them, come back and read policy item number 7 one more time. Okay, GBBC at the time of this recording is over 2 years old. We have, if there is a course that has notes, they are there, okay? If we accidentally missed it, it would have been fixed by now, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Then we come to item 8, our course attempt policy. Students can attempt quizzes 3 times. If a student fails 3 times, what happens? Well, they are temporarily restricted from taking the quiz again for 24 hours. The student receives an email informing them of their 24-hour restriction and instructions of what to do during the next 24 hours. When the 24 hours is up, students receive a second email saying that their restriction has been lifted and they get 3 more chances. Now, some students want to retake a quiz that they've passed, but they want to get a better score, but they've already, maybe they passed that quiz on their 3rd attempt. So what do they do then? Well, if they passed it and it's their 3rd attempt, well, they've taken their 3 chances, right? But if they want a better score, the system will block you from taking the quiz again. So just don't worry. Just email us and let us ask us to remove the block on your account, so that you may be able to take, the quiz, up to 2 more times. All right. So if you've passed and just want a better grade, but it won't let you, email us. We'll remove that restriction. Item number 9, you need to read very, very careful. This is very important, and this is a cause for having a student's account deleted. And we've had to delete students' accounts in their 3rd year with less than 10 courses remaining. Okay. Item number 9, I'm just going to summarize it. This is our course completion policy. Every student must watch or listen to the lectures before taking the next quiz in the course progression. You say, well, I already took a course like this. I'm already familiar with the subject. Tough. You still have to do it. You can't just mark the video complete and then, lesson 1 complete, lesson 2, 3, 4, and then take the quiz, in just a few minutes. And then after you pass quiz 1, well, I'm just going to mark lesson 5, 6, 7, and 8 complete. And, 10 minutes later, I'm going to pass quiz 2 and just breeze through a course that way. That is not allowed. That is reason for us to delete your account. We do not care if you're already familiar with the course material, if you've already taken a similar course elsewhere. It is required to watch or listen to the lectures before taking the next quiz in the course progression. Our goal is, as stated here, is to give a full Bible education and not just a piece of paper, a degree. And that's why it is required. Well, then we give a demonstration of or maybe an illustration of how we find these violators. And there is a real case here how one student took a course with over 9 hours of instruction in less than 35 minutes. I mean, how can you watch or listen to 9 hours of instruction and complete that whole course in 35 minutes. It's just not possible. And so when this happens, we will email you saying the system has flagged your account for possible violations. You will give proof. We'll give screenshots of maybe you completed quiz 1 and 10 minutes later you completed quiz 2, but between quiz 1 and quiz 2 there could be 2 hours of instruction. Well, explain to me how you can do that. How can you watch 2 hours of instruction and take a quiz from one to take the next quiz in 10 minutes? It's got to take at least 2 hours, right? So when we see that evidence, that's a violator. We'll email you, we'll give you proof, you have a chance to respond, and based on your response, if the administration feels that you violated the policies, your account is deleted, and if you want to continue, you have to register again and start over from the beginning. All decisions from the administration are final. So please read item number 9 very carefully and make sure you understand it. Item number 10 is talking about the use of artificial intelligence, also known as AI, in completing essays and help on quizzes. It's strictly forbidden to do so. And so please read through that carefully. If you don't know what AI is, then don't worry about it. It's not for you. But if you do know what it is, read it very carefully, because it is also a reason for your account to be deleted. Then we come to item 11. It's talking about transferring credits. Talks about transcripts, how we don't send transcripts to anybody. We don't accept credits from anybody. More information there. And then item 12 refers to financial help. All our courses are free, so there's no need for a scholarship. All right. Students are not to request us for financial or material support, and there's more information of what that means covered in that policy. Item number 13 is course progression in the 72-hour waiting period. After you finish this course, this first course that we're on now, student orientation, we're going to take a quiz that we're going to agree to basically all our terms and conditions. Upon finishing that, you will automatically be enrolled in 100 Salvation. You go to your, click My Account to go to there, and then you can scroll down and start with 100 Salvation. That is immediate. But after that course of Salvation, for every other course, when you finish Salvation, there will be a 72-hour waiting period. You'll receive an email saying you just finished this course and you'll be enrolled in the next course in 72 hours with instructions on what to do during that time. When that 72 hours is done, you'll receive another email informing you that you've been enrolled in the next course. Now, please mark the time when you finish your course. Okay, for example, there's an example in here. If you finish, let's say you get the first email on Monday, July 15th at 8:53 a.m. Well, you're going to get that next email 72 hours later. 72 hours is a full 24-hour period. So you'll get your next email notifying you've been enrolled in the next course on Thursday, July 18th at 8:53 a.m. or shortly thereafter. So Monday to Tuesday, Tuesday to Wednesday, Wednesday to Thursday, a 3 full 24-hour days. If you get to the 4th day and you still haven't been enrolled, you haven't received the email, just go in and check your My Account and see if you've been enrolled. Sometimes some students have issues with their Gmail account or Hotmail or Yahoo or whatever their email provider is. Maybe sometimes they just never clean out their junk or spam folder, or they just have issues with their own email account. For some reason, they're not getting our emails. Our emails are being sent, and we have a record of that, but sometimes students don't take care of their devices and programs like their email. or manage their browser windows and keep those open browser windows to a minimum. And so they have problems. Okay. So if you have a problem, it's been 4 days, you still haven't got an email, just go log in and see if you've been enrolled. If you haven't, email us and we'll try to help you in as quickly as we're able to. And then item 14 is GBBC's resource policy. Students are allowed and actually encouraged to use all of our resources in your ministry. Some students will download our lectures and then take them out to the villages where there's no electricity and play them for village pastors or village church members. There's Bible studies within our curriculum that you can download, you can print out, and you can use for your own ministry. So you have our full permission to use any and all of our resources for your own ministry. And then I have a statement here that all these policies are subject to change at the discretion of Global Baptist Bible College administration. Then there's some final instructions. Please note number 1 here. Whenever you finish a lesson, don't just click the arrow that says go to the next lesson. Click the green button that says mark complete. That is mandatory, or the system doesn't know that you completed it. And then you come back later and it'll say, well, I already did this. Why it's not letting me move on? Well, you didn't mark it complete. So click the green mark complete button. At the end of a quiz, if you pass a quiz, click the green button that says click here to continue. You have to click that. If you don't click it, the system's not going to know that you completed it. And then the next time you come back, it's going to tell you you got to take it again, even though you already passed it. So green buttons, remember green buttons. On the lessons, it says mark complete, and on quizzes, it says click here to continue. Very important. And then you scroll down here. Well, item number 3 says once you finish student orientation, you'll automatically be enrolled in salvation. So go to your My Account, scroll down, and you can click the 100 salvation. I'll show you that here shortly. Well, then we come down to the very bottom. Now we have this quiz. It says student orientation quiz. Let's go ahead and just click on it here. And then I'm going to click start quiz. And all these are is our terms and conditions. So, which you have to agree to. If you don't agree to these, then you can't continue in our program. So it says here, I've read all of student orientation and understand. Okay, I've done that. Make sure you do it. Okay, make sure you read through it and you understand it. Ask us if you have any questions. I understand that GBBC communicates through email. I've followed all the instructions. You can just go through each of these on your own. Here, I agree that I will watch or listen to all the lectures and in their entirety before attempting the next quiz in the course progression. So here we mention it again. You have to watch or listen to the lectures before taking the quizzes. If you don't, you're subjecting your account to be deleted. And then one about AI. I understand that violating GBBC policies outlined in the student orientation will result in my account being deleted. I agree. I agree to all GBBC's policies outlined in the student orientation. I agree. Click finish quiz. And it's going to show the results here. You're done. Okay, then we can click the green button that says continue. Always remember, green buttons, green buttons. Now it takes me and it shows that this course has been complete. All right, now what we're going to do is we are going to come up here to our My Account. And now what we're going to see is that we are automatically enrolled in the next course of 100 Salvation. So you see student orientation is complete. You go to My Account, you scroll down to Salvation. You don't need to enroll in a credit course. You're automatically enrolled in those, and it's done for you. At this time, if you wanted to go to do audit courses, You can now come to audit courses, and I can just go to the first one that is mandatory, is enroll. And so I come here and I say, click the blue button, take this course. And now I have access to the audit version. The materials tab, I can click on. These are all the downloadable notes for this course. All right. So you have to complete this course for an audit. After you complete this, then in audit, let me come back to audit. Once that's completed, then you can choose any course that you want from there. So I'm going to come back to my account, and I'm going to just click on the credit version 100 salvation. So from this course now, salvation and onward, it's important to understand there's a mandatory 72-hour waiting period before being enrolled in the next course, like 105 personal evangelism. 72 hours, again, are 3 full 24-hour days. So if you finish at 8 p.m. on a Monday, you'll be enrolled 8 p.m. on a Thursday. After finishing 100 salvation, you'll receive an email stating the 72-hour rule and what to do during this time. And then at the end of 72 hours, you'll receive a second email stating you've been enrolled in the next course. If you're not receiving our email notifications for some reason, even after you whitelist both of our email addresses as described in item 1 of student orientation, then all you need to do is just, again, check back periodically by logging in to see if you have been enrolled. And if it's been 4 days or more and you haven't been enrolled, then please email us and we'll look into your case. So here in the salvation course, you'll see that the course with the blue line under it, that we're in the course tab. If I tap on materials, you'll see the blue lines now under the materials tab. This is where Pastor Skeving has graciously provided notes. You can download these notes to your device if you wish. These are not quizzes or lessons. Please understand that these are just the notes. Some students think that these notes are the lessons themselves. It's not the case. These are just notes. The course, what you need to do to complete, is go to the course tab. So we'll tap that. And now we can see here is the order of the course content. You can't skip around here. You can't like go from lesson 1 to lesson 10. You have to go in order, starting with downloading a King James Bible. So you click on that, and then you watch the video, you follow the instructions, and then when you're done, it says here, mark complete. We're going to remember, green button, mark it complete. And then what it's going to do is it's going to then you can click, why didn't it mark it complete? Oh, okay, it says, good job, you completed the lesson, keep going. So I'm going to go then the blue button, next lesson. This is now our course overview. It gives the reading assignments for this course. You can also, one of the reading assignments here next to the word download is our ebook on finding hope in Jesus. You can download it there, or I'll just say this, back in that materials section, when I go back into the main course page, I'll point that out if I remember. But you can download that book here. This is one of the reading assignments for this course. When you're done, then notice here you have this disclaimer. So after you're done reading the course overview, we'll click the disclaimer. And it's going to say this. We're going to blue button, start quiz. It says you must agree to the statement below before you can start lesson 1. I agree to watch or listen to the course lectures before taking the next quiz in the course progression. I also understand that if I violate this policy, the administration will take disciplinary action that may include deleting my account. So this is now the third time we've talked about this. The course completion policy. Students must watch or listen to the lectures before taking the next quiz in the course progression. You say, I agree, finish quiz. And then the green button, please, please, please click the green buttons, continue. And now we come to lesson 1. And so I can play lesson 1, and then I'll need to watch Pastor Skeving as he teaches lesson number 1 here. I can make it the screen bigger if I rotate it, but you'll need to watch it. You can watch the video or you can listen to the audio here. Clicking the 3 dots, you can also download the audio if you want to download the audio to listen offline. When you're done with lesson 1, what do? You click the Mark Complete button. And then it says, great job, you completed this lesson, keep going. Well, let's come to lesson number 2. And you get a chance to download the notes. If you didn't do that in the materials tab, you can download the notes here. You click play, you can watch lesson 2 or listen to it. And let's just say I did that already. I've done it, I'm done. Now after lessons 1 and 2, then we come to quiz number 1. So we got quiz number 1, and then we're just going to click on quiz 1. Now I'm going to do a couple things here. I'm going to purposely fail this quiz. Now as a reminder, you only get 3 attempts to pass each quiz. And if you fail 3 attempts, you're going to be locked out for 24 hours, and you'll receive an email stating such and what to do during those 24 hours. After those 24 hours are done, you'll get an email saying that the restriction's been lifted and you have 3 more attempts. And if you fail again, the cycle repeats until you pass. So for demonstration, I'm just going to show you what's going to happen when you fail a quiz, and then I'll take it again and I'll pass it. So we're going to go ahead and start the quiz. Question 1, at death, your soul ceases to exist. I'll say true. The answer is false. When do you receive your soul? Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause the recording because I don't want to give you the answers. So I'm just going to go ahead and answer this, and then I'll come back and we'll submit it together and we'll see that I failed it. Okay, so I finished answering all the questions. I'm going to say finish quiz, and it's going to calculate. And it's going to show I've answered 3 out of 10 correctly for 30%. In the first year, students, passing is 70%, second year 75%, third year is 80%. So I failed this. And then there's some notes if this is your 3rd attempt. It's not, it's only my first. So I'm going to say restart the quiz, start it, and now I'm going to go ahead and fill this out, and then I'll come back and submit it. Okay, so I've taken this a second time. I'm going to say finish quiz. It's going to calculate my results, and this time I got 100%, 10 out of 10. Good for me. What are you going to do when you're done with the quiz? You're going to click which color button? The green button. Please click the green button. And then we come to lesson 3 and 4. Lesson 3, and then you move on to lesson 4 and so on. So make sure to watch or listen to the entire video content that, again, is part of our policy. Remember that students must watch or listen to the lectures before taking the next quiz in the course progression. Now you take lesson 3, then 4, then 5, then 6, and you'll reach quiz number 2. After quiz number 2, after the final quiz of quiz number 5, let me back out here. We can to the count. I want to come back into the course. Anytime when you log out at the end of the day, the next time you log back in, it's going to automatically take you to your My Account page. You just scroll down to the course where it says in progress, and you can pick up where you left off. Notice it says download King James Bible. You got the green check mark. It's complete. Course overview, complete. Lessons 1, 2, and quiz 1 is all marked complete. From here, you can click the materials tab to download all the notes that Pastor Skeving provided, as well as the reading assignments for this course, if you will. But when you come back in, then you just pick up where you left off. In this case, it will be with lesson number 3. Now, once you complete all the lessons and quizzes in the salvation course, you'll receive an email congratulating you. Then the 72-hour waiting period begins before you're automatically enrolled in the next course. You'll get another email once you're enrolled, and when you log back in, the new course should appear now in your account. For example, after completing salvation and 3 days later, you received an email stating you've been enrolled in the next course. Log in again, and when you come into your My Account page, what will happen, what you will see now is you will see student orientation with the green check mark saying it's complete. You'll see salvation, 100 salvation with the green check mark showing it's complete. And then you'll see the next course there, 105 personal evangelism. In personal evangelism, there's no downloadable notes. So there's no materials tab there to download anything. You just go ahead and begin with lesson number 1. And when you're done studying for the day, what do? You what? You log out. And then what do? You close your window browser. All right, I think you got it. And then when you return, you open your browser, your Chrome, let's say. You log in. You'll be brought to My Account. You click on that course where it says in progress, and you continue from where you left off. So this concludes the video tutorial using our online learning system. You can click the button below this video to go to our homepage, or simply just go to gbbc.net to log in and begin with the course 090 Student Orientation. And if you have any questions, email us at globalbaptistbiblecollege@gmail.com, and we'll do our best to assist you in a timely manner. Thank you, and God bless.